allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'll make a motion to move the minutes to the end of the meeting.
I'll second.
On the vote?
Aye.
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 We move the minutes. Roll call. I'm just going to do this real quick. The only one who's not here is Larry, Judy, and Helene. Everyone else is here.
Supposed to be coming. She didn't say otherwise.
She might show up later. Okay. First order of business. Sebesta public hearing. Last time Jeff was in front of us, we had to send his application up to the county because he was within 500 feet of a state road. We got a referral response if everyone wants to see it, or actually everyone has a copy of it. No county impact, so they're good with it. And on that note,
Did we get anything to the question we had about the height, what the reference point is from the building department, or no?
no, he left that in the determination, and we're gonna
So it's up for us to decide.
yeah, I figure we're gonna do per the plans, the submitted plans. We do have the overall, length of the fence. And okay, at this time, I'd like to make a motion to close, or can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing on the Sebesta applicant.
Do I have a second?
I second it.
Bob seconds it. Any discussion? On the vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? No. All right. Okay. Going forward on the Jeff Sebesta, before we do discussion, Bruce, can you read the 5 factors? We're going to do this in 2 separate, since he has a request for a front variance and a side variance. We're going to do it in 2 separate motions.
Which one we doing first?
We're going to do the side first.
Okay.
We won't read the 5 factors for both. I
Yep.
think reading it once should be sufficient.
Okay.
Factors to be considered. 1, whether the variances will result in an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood or a detriment to the nearby properties. 2, whether the benefit sought by the applicant can be achieved by some other feasible alternative to the variance. 3, whether the requested variance is substantial. 4, whether the variance will have an adverse impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood. 5, whether the alleged difficulty was self-created, which will be relevant but not necessarily conclusive on the application for the variance. Based on the above, does the benefit to the applicant outweigh the detriment to the community?
Okay. So going into, I want to do a little discussion before we do a vote on this. I did talk to the attorney on this, and a couple of factors that he brought in because we try to help the residents as much as possible. One, the property is next to a commercial business. This is the 4th or 5th meeting we've had with Jeff. Is it 4th?
I think 4.
4 meetings we've had with Jeff. No one from the neighborhood has come in and was opposed against his fence. The front yard fence is set way back, so there's no ingress or egress issues. The attorney did take a look at this. He was in favor of us granting this. He doesn't see anything detrimental here that raises concern, and the fact that it does have the business off to the side, and eventually it had that Jimmy's Old Store. Eventually, if they go ahead with their plans, he's gonna have another business in front of him.
So that's the issue, is that he's gonna have two businesses that can create noise and light issues and all that other stuff
Correct.
for him. So he's unique in that aspect
Yes.
compared to what we've had in the past.
That, if there was a chance for a question, that was gonna be my question with the 6-foot front that we just turned down. Where does that leave us?
So I did mention that to him.
I do agree, this is a different layout, et
Right.
cetera.
The big difference is the fence in the front sits way off the road. It's not in the egress or egress, as opposed to the other one that was right
In your face.
in you, right. So there's a difference there, and then you're next to the, two commercial businesses.
Okay.
But this one sits way back. I've drove past it a couple times. And it's more than the full car length, from the front. So there is a big difference between the two.
Okay.
All right. So let's start off with the side setback. Or not
Side
setback,
height.
the side fence height of granting a height variance up to the 6 foot along the side of the building, or side of his lot.
Now, the code is 6 foot to start with on the side, right? Code is 6 foot on
Was
the
it
side.
six?
4 in the
Yeah, he
front.
wanted 8, I'm sorry.
He wants
I got them reversed.
He wants 8 foot, and he wants a 2 foot
8
variance.
foot and a 2 foot, right. Thank you for correcting me. Yes, there was 6 on the side, and he wanted
So he needs a
2.
2-foot variance
So he needs a
on the
2-foot
side.
variance on the side, and it was the 6 foot on the front. All right, I'd like to get a motion from someone to allow a 2-foot variance on the side.
We're gonna take a vote on that then, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna make a motion that we grant the 2-foot variance on the side to allow him to go to 8 feet.
Is this a motion to grant it or a motion to vote on it?
Vote to grant it.
To grant it,
Okay.
or you could oppose it.
You could oppose it too, it would be a nay, right?
I'm in favor in voting. Oh, okay. I just thought the question was going to be to present it to vote.
Okay, we present it to
I
vote.
mean, that's what tells the story.
Yeah, okay, we could,
Okay.
whatever.
So I make a motion, we present it for a 2-foot variance on the side for a vote on that.
I have a second?
Second it.
Bob seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Everyone's in favor, no one opposed. All right, so. So we have a motion,
Now, we need a motion for the front to give him, what do we exactly need, because the contour of the line.
yeah, so in the front, because of the contour of the land, I would put it as, per the plans, per the submitted plans. The code enforcement, the ZBO did not specify because of the way the contour is of the property. I would say we could put
Because
the,
we were supposed to get how much footage, right? So
Well, the length is 60 feet approximate,
right,
and the height variance is, the height varies right now from 6 feet high to 9.5 feet high. So that's a variance of 2 feet to 5.5 feet.
on the low end, he needs a 6-foot fence is what he wants, right?
on the low end, it would be 9'5". On the high end, it would be
Right.
6 foot.
Okay, so we state that 6 foot on the high end and maintaining the level to the low end for 62 feet. We grant them the variance that's needed to maintain that parallel from the low,
From the
Right.
high to the low, yeah.
Yes.
If that was a motion, I'll second it.
Yeah, we could put that.
As a reference point, the high part of the property gets a 6-foot variance, and he's able to maintain a level plane for 62 feet, going, what is that, east or west?
West.
Going
West. To a height of 9.5.
to reach a maximum height of 9.5 at the end of the 62-foot.
That's basically because of the contour. of the
Yeah, because of the
Because
contour
of the contour of the
of the ground, so
So he gets a 6-foot up on the high part of the property, and we just maintain level across the fence for 62 feet. And at the lower end, it ends up being 9 feet high, which is a 5-foot variance.
Approximately 9.5 feet high.
That stated well enough?
you got that? All right. Could I get a second for that motion?
I'll second it.
Bruce, a second for that? All in favor of bringing this to a vote?
Aye.
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 All right. So we got our 2 motions in there. On the first,
Side yard variance we voted on, right?
we voted to bring it to a motion,
Okay,
didn't we?
good. Yep,
Now we got to vote on it.
okay, sounds good.
Okay. All in favor on the side yard?
Front.
Nope, side yard we're gonna do. So before we did a motion to bring it to a vote, so now we're
Oh.
gonna actually vote on it.
Oh, okay,
Vote on it.
okay.
So we started off with the side yard, so we're gonna continue with the side yard. All in favor of granting Jeff Sebesta the side foot variance? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Bob?
Joe, aye?
Bruce?
Aye.
Chris? Aye. There's no one here to oppose it. So we've got 4 yeses on that.
Okay.
All right, on the front yard, on the vote, to grant Jeff Sebesta the front height variance as specified in the motion. All in favor?
Joe, aye?
Bruce, aye.
Aye.
Bob, aye. Chris, aye. No one here to oppose.
I do want to reiterate that he gets a special because of the conditions with the businesses on both sides, and that he has such a far setback from the road. In the
Yes.
front. So that makes it unique from other ones that we've
Yeah,
discussed.
just make sure that's in the record. Okay.
Mitigating factor.
So you guys know I'm thorough.
There is a lot
All right, no new business. Old business we just done. You guys got any discussion on anything? I know Mike said he dropped off a memo.
Yes.
Okay, so I just got to sign the memo. In that memo is that, the town board did approve ourselves, if we want to do the zoning board classes on our own from the state. We have a whole list of them. And those that they approved, along with anything else that Tiffany has, but those are specifically on, for zoning. And we could do them on our own. Just take a screenshot when you get done and send it to me, and just let me know which course you took, and we could, use that toward our training. And
That's an approved list that we'll be getting then?
yes, so Liz has the list that they approved. Also,
They're free and online.
yeah.
We also have to get the cybersecurity and the sexual harassment things done on top of training.
I've done those. Oop, sorry.
No, go ahead. I think, has it, I know I did it.
I think mostly everyone got it in.
Yeah.
I would have to check, but even still, there's, Tiffany sent 2 emails today actually that I did send out, so
Right.
even if you didn't, you still have like
Yeah,
6,
Yeah, the
the rest of the
cybersecurity.
year.
Right.
The cybersecurity one is April 8th.
yeah.
That's the new one that New York State just did. We didn't always have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, I don't know if Mike sent the memo yet out, but I believe the town board also put back or rolled over or hours again.
Excess hours?
Yeah,
Okay.
Going forward.
going forward, yeah.
Okay.
So we won't lose anything. So if you decide you want to do all those classes, you know, of course, they're zone specific, you'll get credit for everything. All right, minutes.
I thought they looked pretty good. I'm prepared to make a motion to accept unless someone else has anything they want to add first.
Yeah, I think they look pretty good. I get a motion?
I'll make the motion to accept as submitted.
That's
The
the
minutes from
February 26th. February 26th.
26.
February 26, 2026.
Okay, do I get a second?
I'll second that.
Joe seconds it. All in favor on the vote?
Aye.
Aye.
No one here to oppose. Okay, minutes are accepted. This time, I don't see any vouchers or anything else. Can I get a motion to close?
Make a motion, we close.
I'll second it.
Bob seconds it. All in favor? All opposed? No one here. All right, meeting's adjourned.
How far out is the potential kennel